Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming at you with a full Adwoa Beauty wash day routine. So let's just go ahead and get right into it.
Don't need to read your mind, I can see the signs, girl. Hey, hey, if love is blind, girl. Body like braille, let me read between the lines, girl. Down like loose change, let's try new things. Way you shake your body, give me
So, hello, I'm coming at you with very dirty, stretched, limp, lifeless hair. It's time to wash and get some moisture in this bad boy. I think this hair was like 6 days old. She was struggling.
That's how I really feel.
So first things first, of course, I went and rinsed my hair. I always like to make sure I get that top layer of product off before shampooing. And today, of course, I'm going in with the Adwoa Baomint Moisturizing Shampoo. Y'all, this is one of my favorite shampoos on the market. Like, this stuff is just unmatched. It has a very creamy, dense formulation, but it cleanses so well. This is packed with different oils. Of course, this has a Baomint oil blend, so there's baobab in here. There's, I believe, winter mint and spearmint oils in here as well, and peppermint. It's such an amazing shampoo. It gives you a really nice tingling effect to the hair. It lathers like a dream, and it gets your hair very clean. This is really great if you're looking for a nice moisturizing shampoo option. So I use this on like my weekly wash routines. This is not a clarifying shampoo, but it is something that I would also follow up a clarifying shampoo with if I were clarifying. So this stuff is bomb. It just leaves your hair with so much hydration, but it really just gets off all that product, dirt, sweat, etc.
Bring your body here right next to me. You look like the perfect man. This could be the perfect dance. So come on, let's go. Just flex on the beat. When it's high,
Alrighty, so the curls are nice and clean, and you can see the life is coming back to them already, and I have only shampooed. That's what I love about this collection.
just flex. Baby, let me flex with you, then go caress with you. You should know you cold, girl.
So now I'm going to be using one of my favorite deep treatments. This is the Adwoa Beauty Baomint Deep Conditioning Treatment. This is one of my favorite protein, moisture balanced deep conditioners. Like, this is literally right on the money. If you have never experienced this deep conditioner, you need to. I mean, look at the texture. Look at the texture. This is my last 8-ounce container. They don't make the 8-ounce containers anymore. They're only doing their 16-ounce containers now. But that just goes to show you, like, I use this often. It doesn't take a lot of product to get this through your hair. Honestly, the only reason I finished off the jar is because there wasn't enough for me to use for a full session later. So I just went ahead and finished this jar off in this video. But this stuff is amazing. First of all, the slip is unmatched. Like, it's really creamy. There's a density to this product, but it has amazing slip. So I'm just taking this through my hair, and I'm also going in with my Philips Flex brush. This is one of my favorite detangling tools, and I'm going on top of that with the Baomint oil blend. Now, I don't do this all the time. I do this on days like when my hair is really dry and I want to amp up some of the moisture properties in the deep conditioner. So I went ahead and added that on top of that section and just twisted it up, you know, the usual. But my ends are kind of starting to get a little scraggly, so I figured let me go ahead and take my Philips Flex brush and go ahead and get some of these tangles out, because I had some tangles that my fingers just weren't going to do it for me. You can see my fingers are still gliding through in spite of all the tangles. So this mask is bomb. Like I said, perfect protein moisture balance. It literally makes your curls feel like velvet. It's bomb. I have another one in my cart right now because I just can't be without this deep conditioner. It's just too good.
That's how I really feel. Be like, say, I wanna just rock your body, rock your body, rock your body. Be like, say, you might hurt somebody, hurt somebody, hurt somebody.
Also, guys, if you are a fan of oil blends, don't sleep on this oil blend. This is one of my favorite oil blends. It's one that I keep in rotation constantly. Not only do I use this oil blend, but my mom uses it and she loves it. Plus, all the products will have you smelling like a little sweet, sexy peppermint, so you can't go wrong with that either. The products are just bomb. And of course, I'm just going to wrap that up and sit underneath my hooded dryer attachment for about 30 minutes. And the final results are super soft hair. Now, I didn't see this when I was doing this video. This is actually pre-filmed like 2 months in advance. Around the time when I got really sick, I was not paying attention at all. I just didn't feel good. And I definitely had deep conditioner still in my hair, which I didn't notice until later. So we'll talk about that when I finally notice it. But my hair still felt really great, soft, shiny. Just a little frizzy from the brush, but that's okay. So now I'm going in with one of my all-time favorite leave-in conditioners. This is the Baomint leave-in conditioner. This is their leave-in conditioning styler. In this balm, again with the baobab, the winter mint, and the spearmint oils, this is like the perfect medium of having a leave-in conditioner that really does sink into the strands and gives you great moisture, but also has a thickness. It has a creaminess to it, glides through the hair like butter. Like, y'all, this stuff is just so good, and it pairs with a lot of different things in my collection, which I also appreciate as well. But we're not going to be pairing this with just anything in my collection. We're going to be following it up with the real deal, okay? So of course, we gotta follow it up with the Baomint Moisturizing Curl Defining Gel, Baobab, Winter Mint, Spearmint, Peppermint for dry, textured hair. First of all, I love the fact that they're doing 16-ounce containers. Honestly, for me, the more, the better. I started using this gel around like Christmas time last year. This has a lot of really good ingredients in here, like almond, baobab. There's some fractionated coconut oil, shea butter, prickly pear. This is very oil rich and oil heavy. So first things first, you can see I'm starting to notice that I did not get all of that deep conditioner out. Again, it was not intentional, but that's okay. We make it work around here. Sometimes I'll get up and I'll go rinse it out, and then other times I'm just gonna rock it out and make it work. So I'll show you guys how I fix that in the next few clips. But if this isn't a testament to the fact that, like, y'all stop listening to these people who be telling you to just like leave a little bit of your deep conditioner in. All of these products are not formulated to work with your deep conditioners, because the whole point of using a deep conditioner is to rinse it out. So you can't be mad if your gel does not work with your deep conditioner, because people aren't out here formulating gels to be mixed with your deep conditioners. They're formulating their gels to be used with their leave-in conditioners. So I really just had that deep conditioner just chilling at the top of my hair, but the rest of my hair was good. So this gel has really, really great slip. It really envelops the curls and kind of becomes one with the strands, which I love about this gel. Honestly, like if someone walked up to you and touched your hair, which they shouldn't be doing, they really wouldn't know that you had a gel in your hair. It gives a hold, but it's not crunchy, it's not extra producty. It just feels like super healthy, defined hair. And with ample amounts of water, this stuff works amazingly. So I'm just taking my microfiber towel, I'm just wiping that residue off and then going back in with the gel so that I don't have any places that don't have product. And this method worked totally fine for me. It won't work for everything, but for this in particular, it worked fine. So I still had some places that I didn't completely get because I couldn't completely see where it was. But this worked really well for me, and I was able to come out with a flake-free wash and go just by doing this little fix. So that's a little tip. Try using your microfiber towel if you don't feel like letting your head back up under the water.
The way I'm talking, I hope you don't think I'm crazy. Flex one time, baby. We can flex one time, baby. Come on. Flex on the beat. When it's high, we just turn up the heat. Bring your body here right next to me. You look like the perfect man.
So this is what I'm working with on wet hair. You can see some of those places that I didn't quite catch, but that's okay. It still ended up dry and clear. But this stuff leaves my hair really shiny and defined. It's like the perfect amount of clumpage. The products weigh the hair down a little bit when they're wet, but they're still really lightweight, and that's what I love about them. And I just, y'all, I love this wash day so much. So I went ahead and clipped my hair back. I air dried for like 2 to 3 hours, and then I sat underneath my bonnet dryer just to finish off the interior portions of my hair. Here's a look closer up action. And then this is the next day. I just banded my hair lightly. I really only do this to kind of help with the separating so that I don't have to overly fluff my hair, but I didn't do this for any type of stretching. This just kind of helps to pull the curls apart naturally without me having to manhandle anything, and then that way I kind of get a longer life out of my wash and go because I'm not overly fluffing. So I had a piece that was looking a little crazy. It was just one piece, so I went back and I just took some of the gel and I just kind of like shingled and finger coiled that piece. Took my Denman, wrapped it around, and that kind of got that piece to plop right back into place. But yeah, these are basically the final results. This wash and go lasted for about 5 days with really, really great moisture, shine, and hold. It was perfect for that cold day that we had that day.
Bring your body here right next to me. You look like the perfect man. This could be the perfect dance.
Okay guys, so these are my final results with the Adwoa Beauty products. This video did not go without some complications, but I wanted to just leave it in there because truthfully, every wash day is not perfect. Every wash day does not go without issues. Some wash days I have issues. So almost all of these products I have already reviewed. I will leave my Adwoa Beauty curl box review up here for more in-depth discussion on the other products. But overall, this gives me just a really beautiful, soft, but still with a hold wash and go. And I love how this develops over the days. This is day 1. I really love the way that this makes my curls feel. I do have some frizz here from having to manipulate my hair a little bit and take some of that gel out. I did mention in the clip prior in the demos that there was definitely some deep conditioner up here that wasn't rinsed out, and you could definitely tell. So depending on like what type of gel it is, sometimes I'll just go back and rinse. Other times, if the gel is already in, it's kind of there, and so I had to go in with a microfiber towel and get it out that way. As long as you're not going like back and forth, it shouldn't really upset anything. So you can see, like, I do have some frizz that I created here. But aside from that, like, it's a really nice, balanced definition, volume frizz type of look. This is nice volume for day one for me. And I like how it grows over the days. What I love about this the most is the moisture that I get from using the leave-in and the curl defining gel. This gel gets a lot of flack, but I feel like this is a really high quality gel. It works very well. And the other times that I have used it, I have not had issues because I actually rinsed all my deep conditioner out. With my hair growing out, it's just time for me to go ahead and get a shower head attachment, like a handheld one, because I have to be mindful about rinsing my hair out because my hair will literally like get into the drain and get stuck because it's so long. But then I don't get all of my deep conditioner out. So it's becoming an issue, and I just need to look into getting a handheld shower head so that it's no longer an issue. But I love the way that this feels. This product has a lot of oils in it. It is packed with oils. And so even though it gives the hair a really nice hold and a really nice natural shine, it still adds an extra layer of moisture. My hair soaks this gel up, and I'm sure you could see that at the end of the clips. My curls just soak this up, and I think that's what I love so much about it, is just the way that my hair responds to it. It almost feels like it's not going to do much, but once you let it dry, it's like, oh. It doesn't take too long to dry either. I found, I would say like 2 to 3 hours, like the outside parts and the ends of my hair were dry, and then I just sat underneath my hooded dryer to finish off the interior. Really the only issue that I have with this wash and go is kind of the shape, and I've been having that issue with all of my wash and goes over the last few weeks. It's like, you know how you know your hair is growing, obviously, like you're not bald, but every now and then I hit like this really weird growth spurt where everything just kind of looks uneven. It doesn't really fall the way that I wanted to. And then I had some pieces that, I guess because of how I tied my scarf, I think they got tied up into my scarf. They were hanging down really low. So you saw me fixing that in the clips as well. So overall, like with all my wash and goes, I've kind of been annoyed with the shape, and I'm trying really hard not to cut it, guys. I'm trying so hard not to cut my hair because the rational part of me knows that in a few more weeks, I'm going to be past this growth spurt, and it's going to be sitting and falling exactly the way I want it to. I'm not going to have any issues, and I'm going to be fine with it. But right now, it's really annoying the crap out of me. Do you guys have those awkward, like, growth? I don't want to, it's not a plateau because my hair, I'm not having issues with my hair just staying at one length. But just those awkward growth phases where your hair grows out and you're just like, ew. But I'm challenging myself to let it grow out a little bit and just doing trims and not doing drastic cuts. But it does kind of make me want to do a drastic cut. But yeah, I love the way that my hair feels with this combination, this whole wash day. I love the way that my hair reacts with the elements when I have this wash day in my hair. It's soft, but I can still feel the hold in my hair. It's one of those wash and goes. It's going to last me a relatively decent amount of time. I love the way that the Agile products balance out my hair. I love that I get a perfect combination of moisture and protein, which is really important for me, especially now. Even though I tend to go a little bit more protein heavy in the summertime because of how my fine strands react with the elements. Right now, I'm spending a lot of time outside because COVID and everybody wants to take all 25 of their family members to go shop. And it's like, people don't comprehend that if I can only let so many people in the store and you bring your whole damn family and don't like leave one of them to watch your kids, then we all gonna be standing outside. Like there's gonna be a line. So, between the cold air and then obviously like I've had to kind of bundle up, and I've been basically spending my entire shift in a coat, a scarf. Sometimes it's cold enough for me to have to put a hat on. My mom got me a Grace Alea, so I've been really enjoying that. This does help having that balance of the moisture and the protein. And I also love keeping this oil around. The oil blend, this is actually a favorite of not just myself, but my mom. You can tell it's beat up. We both love this oil, but I love to put this on my ends, literally just the ends, like right here before I go to work. I'll scrunch it into my ends, and it does kind of help reduce some of that friction. So yeah, that is my wash day routine with Adwoa. This is just a bomb routine, and I'm really happy that I really did start getting into this gel and using it. You know, a lot of people say that there's a heavy learning curve to this gel. For me, the first time I used it, I was literally sitting at the dining room table with my mom after we had just finished making cookies. And it was like 1 in the morning, and I wasn't even trying that hard, and I got a bomb wash and go with this. I think if you are accustomed to doing wash and goes, you're not one of those people just randomly slapping product in or trying to use this product on dry hair because they keep telling you, like, it's not going to work on dry hair. This is one of those products, like, I could see it working on dry hair for maybe like a twist out or something, like if you blew your hair out or if you wanted it to be mostly dry so that your twist out won't be, you know. But as far as a wash and go goes, because there's so many oils in this, not making sure that it really gets into the hair is definitely going to cause some issues, possibly flaking it or anything like that. It's not anything too difficult. Just put water in your hair. We act like adding water to your hair to do a wash and go is like asking so much of somebody. Like, you would think someone was saying that you needed to like use a couple of, you know, pieces of your kidney to get your hair done, and it's not that difficult. Having adequate water for the amount of hair on your head and the texture of your hair is going to really help that product shine. It really helps it to work in, and that's really what activates the gel and allows it to sink into your strands so that it really feels like the gel and your hair are one. This isn't one of those gels where you touch it and you're like, damn, she got a whole jar of Eco on her head. Like, it's not that kind of gel. Like, it feels like your hair and the gel are one, and I think that is really the beauty of this. So if you've been looking at this, you're definitely like a wash and go type of natural. I highly suggest it if you are used to doing your wash and goes. You have a good technique down. I highly suggest it. If you're somebody who likes to slap and go, I don't think this is going to be the best product for you. But if you are one of those people who takes your time with your wash and goes, you know, you don't just slap stuff in, you're intentional with your products, you pay attention to what you're doing, I think you will be fine. Obviously, I did have some issues in this video, but I think I showed you guys very well how I handled them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some tips for also when you kind of make a few flubs within your wash day routine. It happens to the best of us. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Perfect dance. Come on, go ahead and just flex on the beat.